Sairam students, welcome to this literature class, and today is the final part. We are going to deal with part 3 of our lesson, The Meeting Pool, written by Ruskin Bond. But before I continue, a short recap of what we did in our last two videos. We read about three friends, Somi, Anil, and Rusty, who are very close to each other. One day they take a pledge, in fact, that they would meet 10 years later, wherever they were, whatever they were doing, they would be doing, they would definitely come back to this pool and meet each other. We also read about how these three friends were. They were fun loving. Okay, they enjoyed adventures. Then, this pool was their favorite pastime. They used to spend most of their time near the pool. In fact, at night, if they would, they would come out of the house undetected. They would catch up near the pool and enjoy themselves. So this place happened to be their favorite spot. Now, coming back to the reality, Rusty has reached near the pool and he is waiting for his friends to be there. So let us see if his friends have turned up. Who has turned up, whether Somi or Anil, that we will see in this lesson. So let's get started. A gentle reminder to all of you to quickly go and get your book and pen and jot down the meaning of all the hard words. I waited in the ravine for 2 or 3 hours, but no one came. I suppose it was foolish of me to expect anyone. So Rusty waited for 2 to 3 hours, but unfortunately, nobody turned up, neither Somi nor did Anil. Nobody came near the pool. And what does he say? That it was foolish of me. He was waiting for 3 hours. He said, it's foolish of me to expect anyone at that time. Somi must have been with his unit, Anil occupied with the business of living. Probably they both had families. I was the only one who had not really grown up. So he says that, with time, priorities had changed. Somi was busy with his life. So was Anil also. Even he got tied up somewhere. He was busy with his life. They both were busy with their families. And he says that basically it was Rusty, that the narrator himself, who had not really grown up. He was still thinking about his friends. He was thinking about the pledge that they had taken. He had not forgotten during their childhood what pledge they had taken. He remembered everything. But Somi and Anil both had forgotten. So he says that it was only me who had not grown up. I turned away disappointed and with a dull ache in my heart. Friends and daydreams and even forest pools must succumb to the inexorable, deceitful journey of time. So obviously, when his friends didn't turn up, was he happy? Definitely not. He was sad. And he turned away. He left that place, with disappointment. He was very sad. With a dull ache in his heart. He really felt very bad about it. And then what does he say? Friends and daydreams. Even forest pools. You remember I told you they were very close to nature. The whole, whenever they used to get time, they used to catch up near the pool in that forest. Okay, they used to ride on the buffaloes. They used to go diving into the pool. They used to catch fishes, all possible activities near the pool. Okay, they were so close. They dreamt, they always wished that they would come back after 10 years. Their pledge, their promise, everything had to succumb. What is succumb? Had to surrender. Okay, surrender where? To the inexorable. Inexorable is something that cannot be changed. Okay, right now at that point of time, okay, with the time, those friends had forgotten everything. So he says our dreams, our friends, the love that we have for nature, at times we have to surrender to this deceitful journey of time. This time had taken over everything. Okay, at that point of time, their friendship was slowly fading away. They didn't realize at that point of time. But Rusty had, he was very confident that his friends would definitely turn up after 10 years near the pool. Okay, but then he also has made this statement that with time, priorities change. Okay, so he says your friends, your daydreams, whatever you dream about, okay, and even forest and pool, this pool was so close to their heart. The forest where Rusty found this pool, this was so close to their heart. Okay, everything had to be surrendered in front of this time. But I hadn't gone far away when I heard the splashing of water and shouting of boys. And pushing my way through a thicket, I found another stream and another pool and half a dozen boys splashing about in the water. So he was sad. He was thinking about Somi and Anil. But then he says he left that place because he says there was no point in waiting there. It was almost 3 hours. So he left that place, but he says while he was walking back, okay, he had not covered much distance. He could hear splashing of water and shouting of boys. He could hear some sound, and what was that sound? Splashing of water and some boys shouting. So what he did, he made his way through a thicket. Thicket is group of bushes or small trees. So he made his way, and what did he see? He found another stream. Okay, you remember he says that the stream had changed its course? Yes. So when he left that place, he heard splashing of water. He heard few boys shouting, and when he went near that sound, what did he see? He saw another stream. He saw another pool, and he saw half a dozen of boys, close to 6 boys, 5 to 6 boys who were splashing water in that pool. They did not see me. I kept in the shadow of the trees and watched them play. So there were many bushes, there were trees. It was a forest area basically. So what did he do? Where he was just looking at those boys. The boys didn't look at him. They were busy enjoying their lives. Okay, so they did not see me, but he kept in the shadow. He was standing behind a tree and he watched those boys enjoy. He watched those boys play. But I did not really see them. Let us see what he has to say. But I did not really see them. I was seeing Somi and Anil and the comfort-loving buffaloes. So he still remembers his friends. He still has, he was still feeling how I wish my friends were here. And, we would be enjoying in this pool. So he was not seeing those boys. Who was he seeing? He was seeing Somi and Anil. and the comfort loving buffaloes. And I stood there for nearly an hour, a disembodied spirit, romping again in the shallows or our secret pool. So he says that I was waiting there for an hour. I was seeing, I was looking at those boys, and I could see Somi and Anil. And then he says, I waited there for an hour, a disembodied spirit. What is disembodied? Separated from body. He was standing there, but his soul was romping again. His soul was playing again in the shallows and the secret pool. So, though he was standing there, but inside he could see himself and his other two friends enjoying in the water. So, do you feel, students, he was angry with his friends? Was there any kind of bitterness that he had for his friends? No, he didn't. He still loved his friends. But unfortunately, his friends had, the priorities had changed for them. Maybe they had forgotten their pledge, but Rusty didn't. So that's it with the lesson, students. Now quickly I will show you the value points. Make sure that you jot them down. Okay, before that I have a pic just there in your textbook. Here we can see Rusty on the left hand side. Okay, and he is seeing few boys enjoying in the pool. And there he stands behind a tree. Okay, and he is continuously watching them play. So quickly we have the value points. All of you will go through the value points. You'll make sure that you write them as well. And for your examination, when you're revising the lesson, these value points are going to definitely help you. Look at the last point. The story conveys that life goes on, come what may, and our dreams undergo change due to the deceitful journey of time. So he says that, life goes on, it moves on, but with time, priorities change, and our dreams also have to undergo a change. Why? Because time demands something else at that point of time. Clear? Quickly we'll cover up one RTC, that is reference to context. It was a schoolboy's pledge and made in deadly earnest. As boys, we usually mean the things we say. And so we shook hands on it and dived back into the water. This is from the very first part that we did. Okay, where they had just this, when they took a pledge near the pool. What is a pledge? What was the pledge? Sorry. The pledge was that no matter where they were, they is Rusty, Somi and Anil, where they were, what they were doing, they would meet at the pool after 10 years. So that was the pledge that they had taken. Who took the pledge? It was Rusty, Somi and Anil who took the pledge. Where were they when they took the pledge? So where were these boys? Rusty, Somi and Anil were near the pool when they took the pledge. So that's it from this lesson, students. What are you going to do is read the lesson completely, write down the meaning and the hard words. Okay, go through the lesson very carefully. There are some set of questions that will come with the notes of this lesson, which you have to answer on your own, students. Okay, so when you receive the notes, there are few questions that you have to answer. Don't forget to write them in your classwork book or your sheets, wherever you find it comfortable. I will catch you up after the vacations. You will take care of yourself. Sai Ram and bye bye.